Imagine a giant wooden ship sitting in the middle of a dusty field where there is not a drop of water for miles. Everyone in the village thinks the builder has lost his mind, but they have no idea that a world-changing storm is coming. Today, we are diving into one of the greatest adventures ever told, the incredible story of Noah's Ark. Long ago, the world became a very dark and unkind place where people forgot how to love one another. But there was one man named Noah who was different because he walked with God and always tried to do what was right. God saw Noah's heart and decided to give him a very special, secret mission to save his family and the animals. He told Noah that a great flood was coming to wash the earth clean and that he must build a massive boat called an ark. Noah didn't see any rain in the sky, but he trusted God's word more than his own eyes. Even though he had never built anything this big before, he picked up his tools and began to work. For years, the sound of hammering filled the air as the ark grew taller than the trees and wider than a palace. The neighbors gathered around to point and laugh, calling Noah a fool for building a boat in the desert. As the hammer hit the wood, the sun stayed bright, making the idea of a giant flood seem like a total impossibility. But Noah stayed focused, reminding his family that God always keeps his word, no matter how long it takes. Just as the last coat of tar was painted on the wood, a strange sound began to echo from the distant hills. It was the sound of thousands of footsteps, wings flapping, and low growls coming from every direction. God was leading the animals to the ark, two by two, from the largest elephants to the smallest crawling beetles. Noah's family watched in total amazement as the creatures marched peacefully up the ramp and into their new home. Once everyone was safely inside, a heavy silence fell over the land, and the great door was sealed shut. Suddenly, the first drop of rain hit the dry ground, and within seconds, the earth vanished beneath a rising, unstoppable ocean. The massive ship groaned and creaked as it lifted off the dirt, floating for the first time on the deep, dark waves. Inside, the animals were calm and the family was safe, protected by the very boat everyone had mocked. For 40 days and nights, the rain poured down until the highest mountains were hidden under the sea. Eventually, the clouds broke and a warm wind began to blow, causing the water to slowly disappear. Noah sent out a dove to find a sign of life, and soon it returned with a fresh green olive leaf in its beak. This tiny leaf was a huge sign of hope, proving that the trees were growing and the earth was waking up again. When the ground was finally dry, the door opened wide, and the animals rushed out to fill the world once more. Noah and his family stepped onto the fresh earth and gave thanks for the safety they found through their faith. Suddenly, a magnificent rainbow painted the sky, representing a holy promise that a flood would never cover the earth again. Every time you see those colors in the clouds, remember that you can trust God's promises, just like Noah did.